Go on, Mal. Come on, here we go. Well, it is leaving day today. It does look. Oh yeah, come on, Mum. Come on, Mum. It does look like there's quite a few heading off, and they are all trying to clear the pathway a little bit. So that's quite reassuring for us getting off in a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely colder today than it was yesterday. So the plan is, like I say, we got up this morning and I thought overnight, come on Molly, that it had been raining. No, it had been snowing again. But I think it was kind of mixed with a kind of rain, then snow, then rain, then snow. So it's kind of made it a little bit more sludgy underfoot. So I said we will wait, we'll see who's leaving, we'll let them clear the pathways for us, and then we'll attempt to get Nettie out. I think what I'm going to have to do is go and borrow a spade and just dig out the front bit where her front tyres are, front wheels, just so I can then get her onto the road, which everybody else will hopefully have cleared while they've been driving out. So that's the plan anyway. There was a time last night when we sat there watching the snow fall, and I said to Evie Rose, I don't think we're going to get onto the East Coast tomorrow. I said, be prepared, we might be having another day in Knaresborough. But, oh, it's still lovely though. The thing is, if we stay on this site, if we had to, the problem we've got is we haven't got enough food because I only brought enough for 2 days. So we would then have to try and get back into Knaresborough, because I think that's where the nearest shops are for supplies, and don't really fancy doing Knaresborough again today. But fingers crossed, guys, we're going to be off the site and we will be on the East Coast, and it's actually looking okay over there. I don't really think, where we're heading, I don't think they've had any snow. So I think Yorkshire's just got it particularly bad. But I've got to say, we're over 24 hours now, aren't we? Are we? Yeah, I think we are. I don't know, I'm losing all track of time. But Nettie has not let us down whatsoever. We have been so warm in her. It's really lovely. It was a godsend me buying that little electric radiator, because we have had that on low like since we got here early. Without that, we'd have been freezing. So yeah, it's worked out really well. I'm glad Evie Rose has come with me the first time I've been away in her as well, because it's kind of nice just having somebody else there and me not doing it on my own. However, once I've dropped her off over on the East Coast, then it'll just be me and little Moo for the next 3 days, but I don't mind now because I've done it. And then on the drive back, depending on the weather, which will be, I think, Thursday, we are on, what day are we on today? Monday. Then I will either stop off somewhere en route coming back and stay overnight, or I might just do the driving one and just sort of like stop midway and have a break and have lunch and stuff, only because I sort of don't want to be doing too much driving at once with Nettie, because I think, as everybody keeps telling me, there's still issues with her. I'm definitely going to try and get the thermostat looked at when I'm over on the East Coast, because I think there'll be more places there to go and try and get her booked in or something. I may even call the RAC out when I'm on site and just say I've got problems, because I think they'll come out on site, and at least then she's not in a garage, because obviously if she's in a garage, then I've got nowhere to go, because she's my home now for the next few days. At least on site, I can still sit in her and just get the RAC to come and check her out. So do you know what? I've just thought about that now, and that's what I'm going to do. But I am going to have a quick look under the bonnet. I don't really know what I'm looking for, if I'm honest. I did Google it, where the thermostat is. A few people are saying maybe just give it a little tap. It could be stuck open, I think that's what they're saying. So I'll give it a little tap, check my coolant level. I think I can do that. And I don't know, a lot of people are saying about hoses, this, that and the other. Well, I ain't. I don't know. I'm no good with engines, I'm really not. And I don't think I can get my no nails on me. Sticks like a shit on the engine, can I? So that's it, I'm scuppered. Anyway, I'm gonna give Moll a little wander around, and then get back to site, assess it, see what everyone's doing, hopefully let them all clear the path, and we should be on our way very soon. Anyway, I'll catch you all later. Okay, here goes. Just trying to stay where everybody else has drove. She started okay. A lot of black smoke though, so I've decided the next one. I've dropped Evie Rose off at her boyfriend's. So the site's only about 8 miles from where he lives, which is quite handy. So I've got checked in, I've pitched up. There is hardly anybody on site. It's quite a big site, and I would say there's 5 of us. Oh no, maybe a few more, maybe 8. I've phoned the RAC and they are hopefully coming about 5 o'clock to have a look, see if they can repair it on site or get me into a garage. Now, I did say the only thing with it going into a garage is obviously I would need it back pretty urgently because I'm currently living in it. But they said, what seems to be the issue? And I said, I think it might be the coolant or the thermostat. So they said, have you checked the coolant? I said, well, that's another issue. I can't get in my bonnet because when I went to check it as we were leaving Knaresborough, the catch has gone, so I can't lift my bonnet up. So I don't know what they'll do with that. I'm sure they'll be able to get in somehow. But other than her being cold, she's drove really well, and I was definitely a lot more confident driving this time. I'm kind of getting used to her, getting to know her little noises of when she needs changing up or changing down. So, do you know what? She's doing me proud. I just hope it's nothing too major. Oh, anyway, we are going to get back in. I've got the heater on because it is absolutely Baltic, the temperature. It is so cold. And I think, yeah, Evie's now said it's reading its 1 degree, but feels like -9. Not good. Right, come on, Mol, let's get in. I'm just sat here waiting for the RAC. I think I could be waiting a long time. I don't think they're going to come today. I have it in my mind. Oh, you tired? Molly's snoring, it wasn't anything else. I have it in my mind, because they know I'm on a site and I'm safe, that they're not going to put me anywhere near as a priority, so it wouldn't surprise me if they come out tomorrow, which isn't a biggie. I only kind of wanted them to come today so that tomorrow I could at least go off for a walk or something, and I'm not sat in waiting for them tomorrow as well. Stop snoring, Molly. So yeah, we're just having a cup of tea. I've made hot water bottle. I've got the heater on. Got my wool socks on. It is so cold, honestly. The temperature, the change from being over in Knaresborough to here, I can't believe it. Even though there's no snow here whatsoever, it's just that wind chill. You step outside and it is Baltic. It is really, really cold, and it's windy as well. That wind's getting up, so I haven't put the steadies up on Nettie yet because I don't know if he's gonna need to move it, or you know, I don't know, he might drive it round. I don't know what he's gonna do, but the reception have said they are okay for slight repairs to be done, but nothing bigger than a minor repair. So I don't really know what they mean by that, but the policy is obviously you can't have your car or motorhome worked on site, so she said it will just have to be drove off site to do any work on it, which is a bit annoying because I'm not being funny. There's, in this bay where I am, there's one other person, one other camper van, and the other 6 are all way over that way, so it's not like they're particularly busy. But do you know what, we'll just see when he gets here. But I do ideally want it sorting before I have to drive back home on Thursday, or have another journey anyway on Thursday. And it's not that she's not running okay. I mean, in all honesty, I think she's running all right, but if it is what we think it is, something to do with the thermostat, I have Googled it, so thank you to everybody who has been offering bits of advice for me as to what it may be. It just gives me something to Google and then look at, doesn't it? Because I'm really rubbish when it comes to anything mechanical, and really I should get my knowledge up a little bit. If I'm going to be an owner of an older motorhome, I need to know a bit of basic engine work, don't I? I can put oil in, I can put water in, and that's about it. But do you know what? I'm gonna pull my finger out, because this has kind of made me realise I need to know the basics at least, or at least know what people are talking about. So if it is the thermostat, apparently she's going to be using more fuel. Obviously that's why the cab area is cold, the heater isn't blowing hot. If anything, it's just blowing freezing cold air in. So fingers crossed it's nothing major. If it is, it is. There's nothing I can do about it. It's going to have to be sorted. Now, the other issue that I'd mentioned on a previous video was about when I took the fuel cap off and sort of like the vacuum of air. Now, a few people said when you've got plenty of fuel in, take it off and see if it does it again. So I did actually do that. She's got about half a tank. Well, it's reading half a tank, but anybody with older motorhomes will also know the fuel gauge can be a bit dodgy as well. Now, coming over, I did fill her up. I think it was like £65 in. Don't know what it was in litres. Would it have been about 44 litres? Seems to be in my mind, but don't know. I could have bought 44 or something else. I don't know. But if it was 44 litres, I don't know. I'm waffling. It costs about £65 anyway, and that did push the needle right up to the top. Now she's reading just below half a tank, and she was dead on half a tank when I was at Knaresborough, which I thought, that doesn't seem a lot of fuel that I've used from Knaresborough, and I think I've come 64 miles, and we've done, as you'll see on a video, we've done some very steep inclines. That was the only time the engine got warm. It did actually go to 90 degrees then when we were going up the hills. But before we left Knaresborough, I took the filler cap off, and there was no sort of like suction of air or anything. So I'm guessing when I filled her up at Southport, she was literally running on fumes, because she was sort of like showing empty and the light had come on. So fingers crossed there's no problem with the fuel side of her. What else has happened? Oh, right, have no leaks in the back end regarding where the skylight is. That's all fine. However, when Evie, stop licking your bottom, that's rude. Sorry about that. When Evie Rose was lifting her rucksack off the bed area, noticed the I have like a map thing on the, what's it called? Like a big, you know, the big wall coverings. I've got one of those anyway. I'll show you on a video. I've got one of those over the bed, like lining the ceiling, and it does feel a little bit wet. Now, there was originally a skylight there, which somebody in the past has taken out, and they've sealed it all up, and I've never ever had any issues with leaks from it. But when we were driving along, the amount of water that has been running off when we've been braking at like roundabouts and lights and stuff, because we had so much snow on the roof, so obviously it's thawing out as we're driving, and it was all running off. So she's been holding a lot of snow, which then becomes water on the roof. So I'm reassured there's no leaks at the back end, but I think I might have to put a little bit of Chromopol on the front end, because I've never really done that since I got her, because there's not been an issue. So I'll do that when we get a dry day, when we get back home. But it's not pouring in, it's just there. I'm aware of water's coming from somewhere. Fix the toilet's all sorted now. And yeah, everything else seems okay, and that's what this little break was all about. It's getting used to her, and I think I've probably picked the worst possible time to come away in it. I could have come summer, couldn't I, when it's nice and warm, nice and dry. But now what do? Pick when we've all been issued with severe weather warnings. Oh, that's just me. Just wanted to get away. Although I did need to get across here to get Evie Rose to her boyfriend's, because the trains would have been off anyway, so she wouldn't have got over. And you know what? We're here. It's like I've not got to rush back for anything. If I have to stay on another couple of days, I have to stay on. There was a few people on the site yesterday who were meant to be leaving yesterday, and they've only just left this morning because they tried getting off the site in Knaresborough. There was just no way, because the roads off the site were just ridiculous. Once you were on the roads, the main roads, they're absolutely fine, but they just hadn't cleared any of the site whatsoever. But today everybody was out with the shovels, so it's not like I'm going to need that here. The only thing that will stop me getting back when I'm meant to is if it turns out to be anything a bit more major with the engine. However, if she's running, it can't be anything that bad surely, but I don't want to do more damage, that's the thing. Anyway, it is, what time are we at now? Right, just gone 4 o'clock, and they've said 5 o'clock. So just sit, Potter. I'm going to catch up on YouTube videos. Going to sort the wardrobe out because I've still not done that. All the clothes are just piled in there. I have realised I'm going to take the hanging rail out as well, because that's neither use nor ornament, and I'm just going to shelve the whole wardrobe. That makes more sense. I think that's the only little alteration I'm going to do internally. I think everything else is fine. There might be something else, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to finish my cup of tea, and I will let you know if the RAC come later and what the verdict is. Bye for now. Right. Oh my god, it's freezing outside. Oh, so the RAC have been, the guy's just gone now, and he has reassured me I am quite safe to drive home. He said what appears to be happening is the thermostat is stuck open, and I think quite a few of you mentioned that. So he said it's far better to run it open than obviously if it was stuck shut, because then she's going to overheat. I said there's definitely no chance of her overheating. He's put quite a bit more water in the coolant system as well, because he said that was a little bit low, but he's not convinced that's enough to have been causing the problem of her running cold. So we had her running for quite a while here. She got up to temperature and the heater was blowing out nice and hot, but I said I think it does that because it was doing that when I was on the drive at home. So I'm just trying to warm my hands with my hot water bottle. I said at home, when I just had her like ticking over to keep her running kind of thing, I said she was getting up to temperature, but then the minute you start driving she drops. So just see how she is on the way home. He's done my report obviously, so when I get back I'll get her booked into the garage and get that sorted. He was actually saying that a lot of people with the older vans and the old VWs actually take the thermostats out and have them running cold, so it's not a biggie if I don't have another one put in. But he gave me a little tip on, he says that with his own van, what he's done, he's fitted a diesel heater, which I've been saying about maybe putting a diesel heater in Nettie, and he has that running sort of when he's driving. So I thought, oh, well, that's a possibility. So do you know what, there's a few things I can look at for keeping warm, but hopefully summer's coming soon, so I'm not really gonna need the heater, am I? So, but yeah, I'm gonna make it home. I'm gonna be all right. He says I'm not gonna do any damage by running her cold. It's just unfortunate I'm gonna be cold driving, so I'll just put all my thermals on. And yeah, that's it. He's been. So we are gonna make the bed up, aren't we now, Mal? Gonna make the bed up. It's only like 5 o'clock, but I thought if I make this bed up here and get all cozy, I can make tea and everything and just have a nice chilled night. And then yeah, do a walk tomorrow, get well wrapped up because I think it's going to be cold tomorrow as well. So anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I will see you all again soon. Bye for now.